And just like that, we're back, America. Look at that. How about that? Segment 3. I don't disagree. We barely had time to scratch our balls or hurt them. I mean, the bottom line is, look, who's the guy who was a ball muscle? What you said? Ball muscle? Muscle ball?
Pull the ball muscle. Pull the
ball muscle.
Pull the ball muscle.
Segment 3, anyway. For those of you in the know, I don't disagree. Yes, we have reached the Gigglesmoke hour, so it is time for the guarantee. I'm going to pick one of these games, one of these March Madness games. I'll tell you right now, the thing is, they're all good on paper. They're all going to be good. It's and they're neutral sites. So
can I have a request? Can I request one?
Sure.
Duke, Houston, or Creighton, Tennessee, or Illinois. Who is it? Illinois,
Iowa State.
Iowa State. About one of those 3.
All right. We'll go with.
You like those?
I do. All 3 of them are very riveting. I'm going to go with the Illinois-Iowa State game because to me it's the most even matchup on the entire board.
Is that a 2-3?
2-3.
2-3.
Both the Big Ten champ versus the Big 12 champ. This one really, this is the definition of coin flip, at least on paper. Both teams surged through their tournaments, were convincing getting in. They've been playing well. They're kind of both peaking at the right time.
You said Iowa State's the one that smacked Houston?
Houston.
And Illinois ran through
the Big Ten. Ran through it. So, and again, it's a neutral site. So to me, this is the definition of coin flip. This is why we love the tournament. I'm going to pick Iowa State in this. And I think they're gonna win this one surprisingly easy. And I say that because as well as I think Illinois has been playing, there's no team in the Big Ten like Houston. And to do what they did to Houston,
it says a lot.
It says a lot. So while that game is probably a pick 'em or half a point either way, I think Iowa State's going to win that game. I think they're going to win it surprisingly easy. It's going to be close for a while, but they're going to pull away. It's not going to look that close at the end. Just for shits and giggles, I'll give you an extra one. Creighton is going to beat Tennessee.
Nice. You got 2.
Creighton.
2 for the price of 1.
Creighton's going to beat Tennessee. I love the way Creighton is playing. They too did. Again, they went up against a heavyweight UConn, and I didn't think there was a team in this country that could do that to UConn, but Creighton did it.
Dude, and that game they played last week?
Yeah.
That was not an easy game for them.
It was not an easy game. But the thing is, they have experience.
Is that the game they sent into OT?
I believe so, yeah.
Who were they playing?
I forget who it was.
We were watching it.
We were watching it. It was a game. It was a hell of a game.
Fuck yeah.
The thing is...
Remember when the big came out and hit the 3?
Yeah. I'm telling you, they are battle-tested. They are fundamentally very good. They don't fear anyone.
And they were good last year,
They were good last year. They are well-coached. They are well-coached. They really are. So...
McDermott.
Yeah. So I got Creighton in that one. So my Gigglesmoke, Iowa State and Creighton will advance.
I like the double guarantee.
Double guarantee. So I'm 16 or 17 and 11. I got to try and get 2.
Dude, that's a way to get back is
or go the other way.
Well, yeah, you bury yourself. One of the Big Ten games, they get them all wrong.
Oh my God.
Nah, dude, you're always sound in your.
Well, I don't pick the easy ones.
You're always sound.
If I picked a bunch of layups, I'd probably have one loss.
Every now and then you pick like a mid-range jumper.
When was the time I picked the mid-range jumper?
You've picked the mid-range jumper before.
Yeah, give me a name.
You picked the Pelicans against...
that was in Miami.
I know, but,
Miami was on the wall.
They're frauds. I thought, that was like, all right, that was a 17-footer. Now, some of these...
How is Miami frauds? They had won like 8 and 9.
Some of these are contested threes. Every now and then you throw up a 17-footer.
You can say that Miami Heat, who have gone to the finals 3 times, that was a fight. Are you kidding me? And are right in position to do exactly what they did last year.
They're just a bunch of heat culture bullshit. All right.
Any event.
Tommaso, 2 cents.
We have to, the return, America, after much demand. Fan letters that we haven't opened yet.
That's true.
I mean,
dude, we got a box of letters.
A box of letters.
Asking for Tommaso, 2 cents.
cents with Tommy.
So when I say a box of letters, I mean
tonight
empty box of
on a
letters.
rainy, semi-windy, early spring evening here in the
I
Mid-South.
gotta walk home in this?
Do you want my umbrellas?
Yeah, but I'll never give it back.
I'll come get it.
When?
Because I know you won't give it back. I'll come get it tomorrow after work. Like, I'm going to let you take my umbrella.
I'll have it for the next month.
Yeah. Never see
Thanks
you
for
again.
the umbrella.
Your umbrella.
All right, 2 cents with Tommy.
2 cents with Tommy tonight.
I got a couple cents here.
Yeah.
My first cent is related to crybabies.
Crybabies in the form of athletes?
Grown people.
Oh, just grown people.
Okay.
Okay.
And this grown crybaby I want to talk about is Monty Williams, who is currently the coach of the Detroit Pistons and one of the worst teams in the NBA. And a couple weeks ago, he was such a little whiner after the Knicks beat them because DiVincenzo basically like cross-checked somebody, stole the ball, the Knicks got it back, blah, 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 the Knicks won. And he came to the media, where's the New York media? Where's the New York media? And just kind of went off. So 2 days ago, the Knicks just blow the doors off the Pistons. And Dante DiVincenzo at one point was, I think, 9 for 12 from 3. He finished the game like 11 for 20 and set a record.
A Knicks record.
Knicks record.
3-pointers in the game of 11.
And after the game, and the Knicks won by, I don't know, 30 or something like that.
It was a bomb blast.
Yeah. So after the game, a reporter kind of complimenting DiVincenzo, not kind of, but
He was.
I think it was a woman actually. She was like, I mean, you see a game like that where, DiVincenzo hits 11 threes. I mean, what can you say about that?
Why would you ask that question?
Yeah, I know, but he goes, I don't care about their team. I'm not going to say anything. I don't care about their team at all. I could care less. Those guys, the way they got those threes, I don't want to be any part of that story. Wah, 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 wah. Cry baby. The way they got those threes, your team let them shoot those threes.
But that's what he meant. I don't want to be part of that way we play defense. It was embarrassing.
No, the way he said it acted like the way we got those threes was cheap. Like, oh, it was a blowout. You got those threes because it was you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was like
when he hit the bulk of these threes,
they were contested.
I'm just saying, was the game still a game, or was it already a blown?
They were blowing them out the entire game. They led wire to wire,
okay.
by 20, basically.
Okay. So it was a bum blasting from the outside.
It was a bum blasting. Okay. But, what happened to Boston the other night?
Yeah.
They were up 20 and change. And
Boston makes the case for this.
Right. Why would you take your foot off the gas?
You could literally, you want to shut somebody up, just say Boston Celtics, because they fucked this up more.
And how many countless other teams have done it?
No, but the Celtics excel at it.
Well, so one thing...
There is nothing the Celtics are the best at. It's blowing big leads.
But, and this was something that I think Mike Breen said, and I might have heard it on the radio too, but they were saying the Knicks lead the league in wire-to-wire wins.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Once they get a lead, they...
Well, wire-to-wire means they lead the whole way.
Right.
The opponent never has the lead the whole game.
No, but it's like...
That's wire-to-wire.
We get up, we're not going back down kind of thing. So, I kind of like that.
Like an old Van Halen song.
That means you know how to finish.
Yeah.
But it was only like 12. But I guess wire-to-wire, that's kind of a lot.
Wire-to-wire means from the beginning to the end, you led the whole way.
Yep.
The opponent never had a lead. That is domination.
That is. Jokic.
That is domination. Anyway.
So what do you think about that? Don't you think that he's a little whiny bitch? I'm tired of hearing him whine. Jesus, Jokic, what are you doing?
I don't know what...
Did you see that?
I did.
No, you didn't.
What, the brick?
What's this pirouette bullshit? What are those?
Shot clock. That's why I did it.
Awful.
Yeah. Well, the shot clock ran down. He had to follow that. I don't think he wanted to do that.
I thought that was early in the show.
Don't think he had 1 second to go.
What are you doing? You dummy!
You donkey! What are you doing?
But I don't know why I did the spin move. Just pull up.
Just trying to get a free look. It's tough.
Yeah, it's quite free.
Little finger roll. Blows that. Durant. Anyway, now look, the thing is this. I'm not defending him.
It sounds like you are.
I think he could have.
The fact that you're not crushing him means you're defending him.
I'm not crushing him for two reasons. One, he went from a team that could win a championship to a team that can't beat out.
He's a whiner.
The team sucks, and that's not really his fault. He didn't pick any of those players. That's number one. Number two, when last time they played the Knicks, they got screwed on a call that was so bad, and he didn't forget about it because honestly, he never got satisfaction for it. Now he plays them again. The Knicks bend him over, no lose, and give him a backside Georgie.
You know, backside Georgie.
With 11 thrusts, threes. And you wonder why he's bitter. You wonder why he's bitter. I don't know, Tom. Let me ask you a question, Tom. If that happened to you, how would you have answered it, Tom? And try to take your Knicks side out of it.
I would have crushed myself and my team.
You would have crushed yourself and your team, Tom?
Yes.
What would you have said, Tom?
I would have said we were embarrassing out there.
I thought that's what he meant.
No. He turned it around to say the Knicks should be embarrassed that we took all those threes, being up all those points. Give me a break.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Or is what he said? I don't get part of how they got all that. How they got all those looks. Sounds like he's embarrassed by his team's performance. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't coach that way. My team just didn't.
You're totally fence riding and taking his side, and I hate
You're totally assuming that's what he meant.
That's what he meant.
How do you know?
It was obvious. You could hear it in his tone.
I think he sounds like a man who's been bent over, bum blasted,
bitter, and his
team stinks. And the last time he saw this team, the last time he saw this team, he got hosed.
Pathetic.
Just saying, I understand his bitterness.
It's like, imagine getting the shit kicked out of you. No, hang on. I'm going to ask you a question. As the competitor I know you are, imagine somebody utterly dominating you, okay? Utterly dominating you for 48 minutes, and then when they come to you and ask, you go, I can't believe they dunked so many times. I don't even want to know. The way they got those dunks.
Well, I would follow through with that and say, I can't believe we were so bad on defense they got all those looks.
There you go.
So because he left that out, that means he didn't mean that?
That's not what he meant.
You have no idea what he meant.
Yes, I do.
You have no idea what he meant.
I do have no idea what he meant.
You have no idea how he feels because of the scenario you just described you've never been in, and neither have I for that matter. So all I'm saying is I didn't condone what he's for.
I know how to read.
All I said was that's what he meant. I didn't condone what he did, but I understand why he's pissed off. That's all I said. Don't condone it, but get why he's pissed off.
I didn't realize you were that soft.
I'm not soft.
Let that guy whine.
Unlike you, I'm understanding.
That's horse shit.
Because Tom,
that is horse shit. Because
one
of us is more understanding.
Tom, no, it's not you. It's not you because you think he's downgrading your Knicks, and I've been saying all along that the Knicks are the biggest threat to the Celtics in the East. So clearly, I'm not saying that.
For some reason, you're taking a side.
I'm not taking a side.
Whiny little bitch.
No,
normally you're yelling at me that I'm sensitive.
Unlike you, I'm seeing both sides of this.
Oh, please.
Don't condone what he said.
There's only one
Understand why he's bitter.
I understand why he's bitter.
No, you don't.
His team sucks.
You don't care.
His team
sucks. You don't care.
His team sucks.
And by the way, last time he played your Knicks, did his team get hosed?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Okay. That's part of sports. You get hosed sometimes.
Sports now has a replay to prevent that from happening.
You lost 28 straight games and you got hosed on one.
I'm saying.
Get over it.
I'm saying. How do you get over that? It keeps happening.
He stinks.
He doesn't stink. His team stinks.
He stinks too.
No, his team stinks.
I think
the last time he had a real team, he took him to the finals. The Detroit Pistons are not a real team, and you know it. And by the way, there was no coach in this league.
Sacramento to the finals?
He took Phoenix to the finals. He took Milwaukee to 6 games.
He took Phoenix to the finals.
Remember who the center was?
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah. What's great about him? He's a glorified Time Lord.
Who else was on the team?
I don't remember.
Booker. Who else?
Durant was on that team.
Who else was on that team?
Who?
Chris Paul?
So? Milwaukee had Giannis. Milwaukee had Drew Holiday. Milwaukee had a healthy Chris Middleton. Milwaukee was a better team.
All that talent, you go to the finals.
Oh, really? Oh, really? The Celtics had more talent, but they haven't gone to the finals.
Well, because their
coach stinks. Because I got news for you. If that guy were coaching the Celtics, they don't want a championship by now.
They'd be crying.
He's been to the finals. He's been to the finals with a less talented team than Missouri was
He'd be like this. Can you? If he was coaching the Celtics when y'all got beat by the Warriors, he'd be like, the way they got those turnovers. I don't even want to be a part of that story. All those turnovers.
He's beating the Warriors in the postseason. He ain't afraid of them.
They got all those turnovers.
He's beating the Warriors in the postseason. He's not afraid of them.
I can't believe all those turnovers they got like that.
He is not winning because he has arguably the worst roster in the NBA.
I understand.
That's not him. He didn't pick the team.
He stinks because of his attitude.
No, you don't like his attitude. Just because you don't like him, he has a right to be pissed off. His front office has done nothing to help him. Their roster's an embarrassment. Okay,
right. So crush your team. Don't point a finger. You just demolish.
How can you crush a team that you know isn't any good? Most of them shouldn't be there.
Show up.
What do you do? You're going to come in after the 28th straight loss and really lay into them?
No, I'm just talking about...
Look, guys, this is getting out of hand.
Look, if you have a problem that somebody broke a three-point record and they ask you about it, you say, our defense was terrible.
He has a problem that his team stinks. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, they were trying.
By the way, the team that
tried to get him talking about Vincenzo, he refused to talk about that.
To make matters worse, the team that did this to him is the one team he had a chance to beat the last time, and he got screwed.
Okay, if you and fucking Monty Williams can go have a bromance, you can cry together.
I am saying.
Next time the Celtics, you can say, I can't believe they let us take all those threes.
I simply said, and you can't. I said I don't condone what he said. He could have answered the question better. I just said I understand why he's bitter. That's all I said. That's all I said. You fucking go nuts.
No, you also said that he could have meant.
He could have meant that.
No.
He could have meant that. I, unlike you, don't try to read people's minds. You seem to have a knack for that. I swear, we get you that turban, that Swami thing.
No.
We got to do that.
That's problematic at best.
It's not problematic.
Yes, it is.
Well, what was woke culture going to be upset about?
Why do you always say that?
You're going to be upset about it.
There's nothing.
There's
nothing wrong with being woke.
He put on a turban.
Until Republicans started saying that woke is a bad thing.
He put on a turban. Oh no! What do you do? What do you do? These people, they'll all lock them up.
I didn't say I would go crazy over it. I just wouldn't do it.
I think you'd look good in it.
No, I would.
With the ruby right there?
Fucking Italian.
With the ruby right there? You could pass for, you have the dark complexion, you could pass.
No, I mean, I could be a Middle Eastern
person. You could pass for like a CIA agent in the Middle East. Got the complexion.
So?
My godfather.
Well, in the summer when
my godfather had the.
I'm pretty dark brown in the summer.
My godfather had that complexion like you couldn't tell. Like he looked like he could.
He transcend races.
I'm saying he had that complexion. I think you could pull it off with the summer tan.
Yeah, I mean, I could be different cultures.
I think you could blend.
You
could blend.
I could be just a plain old white guy.
Yeah, same
with dark hair. I could be Puerto Rican. I could be Mexican.
You know, when the light hits you could pass for a light skinned. You could.
I could be a black person.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, in the summer, I got to be.
Maybe in the summer. Yeah.
Dude,
you're pretty dark in the summer.
I'm brown in the summer.
You're pretty dark in the summer. You're pretty toasty. You like those buns, those toasty hot dog buns that you toast a little too much. That's what he looks like.
Dude, what was your other 2 cents? I love being sun-kissed.
What was your other 2 cents? It was 2 of them. What was the other one going?
So the other one was going to talk about a couple of young MLB stars learning English. I think it's
now
awesome.
This is a positive.
Now, yes. And let me be clear. I've never been one of those people that says baseball players should learn the language. You know, a lot of people get uppity. You're in this country, you need to learn a language. That's not what I'm talking about here. I've never been that. I understand learning English. They've always said is the hardest language to learn.
It is the hardest language to learn.
It's so
it really is. We're very lucky that it's our first.
Exactly. we
might be fucked if it wasn't.
Well, half of us can't speak it anyway.
No, we screw it up.
You know,
that's why it's so damn difficult. Right. Because there's so much slang, and slang is taking on its own thing.
Well, no, slang isn't every language, but with our language,
English it is.
There's so many exceptions.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many like shit and shut, shit and shat.
The ever expanding usage of the word fuck.
Fuck?
I think fucks everything up.
Fuck.
Because there are so many. We have invented ways to use that word
How
that
the fuck are you?
make no sense whatsoever.
The fuck
You
did
fucking kidding me? You put that fucking fuck
Where
over
did
there?
that fuck come
Fuck
from?
him.
Who's that fuck? Who the fuck is he? What in the fuck?
I'm serious.
How the fuck?
If you think about it, America, if you think about how many ways this country has used that word in a sentence, it literally defies every.
All right, so before we get too far off,
And we make it make sense.
so towards the end of last year, at some point last season, the Mets rookie catcher Francisco Alvarez was like 20, 21 years old, and you know the Mets top.
Where's he from?
Shit. Venezuela, maybe?
Okay.
Somewhere in South America.
Okay.
So, you know, he speaks Spanish.
Spanish.
He started working with the Mets sideline reporter saying, hey, could you interview me off camera in just English? So without his interpreter, he's like, I'm trying to get better at my English. But I need to practice.
That's pretty cool right there.
So he asked him, can you do
That is
that? And then, can you give me feedback? Can you tell me, you know? So now he's doing interviews in English. And he's still learning, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He still
of course
has
he
a heavy accent.
Yeah.
And you can tell he can't fully express himself yet.
Yeah.
But, like, that's pretty cool of somebody
Yeah.
that young going, I want to be able to communicate. You know, like, I know I don't have to. But think of this other side of the fan base that I can reach.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Listen, that you don't hear that a lot. And again, to his point, they don't have to do it. So, who was the guy we saw tonight?
So is Ellie De La Cruz,
This
who is
dude, yeah.
the Reds' top prospect.
Yeah.
Another Spanish-speaking player. And he was up there, and he might be speaking better than Alvarez.
He sounded pretty good.
He sounded good. He was talking about how he was proud of himself.
He was
and-
going slow, but he was concise, clear. You could understand what he was saying.
And he was expressing himself.
Yeah,
like he was
yeah,
saying,
he was,
I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he was-
Like,
yeah.
He said, this is important to me
Yeah.
to be able to talk to the fan base.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if I was that age, I guess I'd like to think I'd be that mature. If I was, you know, famous in another country or, you know, had some fans that I would try to learn that language. I would like to think I would do that.
I think for a 21-year-old, that's pretty mature.
I don't know how old
Pretty
De
cool.
La Cruz is, but he's
Yeah.
probably young.
That's pretty cool. And if you're a fan of those teams,
You gotta love those.
you gotta
guys.
love a guy like that because he's
Francisco Alvarez.
It tells you something about his character, that he's, you know, understanding and appreciative of the fans and wants to be able to communicate with them.
Yeah, he wants to connect.
He wants them to understand, have a connection. That you
That's
don't
awesome.
see. One of the things that gets lost today in sports, and I'm glad he did bring this up, because there's doesn't seem like there's a connect as much because there's no loyalty anymore. These guys are there 3-4 years, they get a big bank of money, they go somewhere else. So it's hard to get connected to a lot of players. A lot of them are gone in 3 or 4 years for money or other reasons. Where there's no, you know, when I was growing up, usually free agency wasn't as big of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, people moved around, but it wasn't anywhere near as frequent as this.
No.
In all this is across the board, really.
It was always such a big deal when a big name
when it actually happened, because it didn't. Now every off season there's like a free agency period, like a couple of months where all these moves
And
happen.
you're like, where is he? Oh
Yeah.
shit, he's on that team.
Yeah, it's like, and then they feel the fan base had him for 5 years. Now they're losing. It's like, but then you're like, well, it happens to us too. It happens to everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's where when you hear a story like this.
right. And if
That's
I'm the
pretty cool.
Mets, I sign that fucking guy now.
Yeah.
If you can sign him 10 years, $100 million right now, why not? 10 million a
Probably a
year.
bargain in 5 years. It becomes.
It'd be a bargain in 3 years.
Yeah, it becomes what you think he could become. I
Now,
mean,
and okay, the risk is he doesn't hit.
or he
Okay.
gets hurt.
Okay,
or
well,
something
look,
like that.
it's $10 million a year.
Yeah, and in baseball today,
That's not a lot of money. Not for Steve Cohen.
No, it's not.
If you had to eat that, you know, you still have another top prospect at the catcher spot in your organization. I would sign a guy like that. But I'm not a GM, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So let's be honest about that.
Well, to your point, the Lakers, after Magic's second title in 83, no, 82, because he won 80, 82, signed him to a 25-year, $25 million contract. So $1 million a year for like the next, which at that time because there was no millionaires in the NBA at that time. Him and Bird were the first millionaires in the NBA. So when Charles Barkley say those two saved the NBA, they didn't just save it; they set it up to prosper because they got paid on what they did.
Now scrubs are getting that for
Now
1 year.
scrubs are getting that into a
For
fucking
1 year,
thing
for
yet.
1 year.
Yeah, and it's like this is why I get mad so much because none of these guys because they're not the players that we're talking about even close, and they're getting the spoils of what they did. They're getting it off their backs, and they didn't earn it. And that's frustrating. So, but this is a great 2 thumbs up on this one because
frustrating.
Because this story is a feel-good story about a professional athlete who actually wants to make a connection with his family.
Yeah.
2 of them actually, and to me that's because we always talk about you hear more if it's not bad news, good news or bad news, it's no news. So this is a good story.
Yeah.
This is something like, hey, you know what? There's still some of this younger group does get it.
Yeah.
They're not a lost cause.
No, and it's endearing when you see somebody doing it. You're like you want to root for that person.
I'm saying I wish the Red Sox had a guy like that.
Yeah.
Or that'd be kind of cool. Somebody get his jersey like this.
And there's probably a lot of
there may be. We don't know. We don't know yet. Yeah, I mean that's certainly possible. So, but I like that we're closing with that tonight because that's a feel good to look forward. If you haven't, the names again are.
So Ellie De La Cruz is a shortstop for the Reds.
Ellie De La Cruz
and
Francisco
Alvarez, nicknamed El Troll.
El Troll.
He's the troll. I think it's not El Troll. It's El something else, which is Spanish for troll. But his nickname is Troll. And when you look at him, he kind of looks like a troll. Like he's
stocky and short.
He's like 5'10" and built like a fire hydrant. Seriously. Buck Showalter used to say he had muscles on his toes.
Yeah, muscles. Muscles on his toes.
So yeah, if you're looking for somebody to root for, maybe you're a bitter Boston fan. Okay, you don't like the way the rotations.
So you have nothing to look forward to, and the season hasn't started.
And you want a National League team to root for. Hey, your boy, Mets fan over here, Francisco Alvarez, is a guy you can root for. Ellie De La Cruz, is a guy you can root for.
I think Monty should have come out and blocked one of that guy's shots. How about that? Come off the bench. By the way, do you know that frickin' Missoula did that?
What?
He came off the bench and blocked a guy's shot.
This was a couple of years ago?
No, like a week ago. 2
No.
weeks ago, yeah. In the game, they had it on video.
No way.
Yeah, and Charles Barkley, the game was on TNT, and Barkley's like, I had to fucking
What
knocked
a
him out. And did
dumbass.
that.
Somebody should have punched him in
And
the
well, the
face.
NBA said you can't ever do that again. They fined him. But
No,
Missoula
this is
actually tried to do that. So, and they don't ever do that.
I've got to see a video of
Yeah,
that.
you can Google it. You can YouTube it. It's there.
Missoula blocked shot.
Blocked somebody's shot or tried to. And he said he was trying to set the tone.
He did it on purpose?
Yeah.
I thought maybe he just went blank.
He said he was trying to set the tone.
What an idiot. That is ridiculous. Oh, this isn't it.
Watch. Oh, this is Jalen.
Oh,
Where is it? Maybe it comes up. Hold on. Let me see if it's right here.
No,
right.
They're
right?
up 20.
Right there. See?
Oh.
See, they tried to block it.
Oh, it was after the whistle.
Yeah.
That's still...
Against Phoenix.
After the whistle, you're up 18? Damn. Dude, imagine if he had done that to the Pistons. Monty Williams would have shit on the court. Monty Williams' colon would have fell out of his ass on the court.
Phoenix wasn't happy about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
They weren't.
I could see not being happy about that. Yeah. But imagine if that was the Pistons.
He missed. Trying to block it.
This guy, I'm surprised this guy didn't even acknowledge it.
I know. What are you doing, you donkey?
Right.
Probably in shock that he did it.
Yeah, he probably was.
So anyway, yeah, there's Missoula.
Dude, imagine Monty Williams if somebody did that to his team.
I think Monty should have blocked DiVincenzo.
Man, Monty Williams would have.
Monty goes, this is how you do it, assholes.
He would have dropped trow.
Turns around and yells at his team.
Monty
Williams. Oh, you guys suck.
Dropped trow and sharded everywhere.
Anyway.
That's how we'll end it.
That's how we're going to end it.
Monty Williams pooping.
You guys have a great Easter. Happy Easter, by the way.
Is he risen this weekend?
He rises this weekend, Sunday.
Again and again?
Again and again.
That boy.
3 days.
That's a bad man.
I'll tell you. By the way, that stone that got moved from that tomb, that was no joke. Whew.
Who do you think did that?
That was I think it was him.
That was Mary Hercules.
No, Mary didn't do that.
Oh.
Mary went there and found the stone moved.
But here's the thing: if you were risen, couldn't you just go through the stone? Why'd you lift it? Interesting.
I think because, well, first of all, Mary couldn't have moved it, so maybe he moved it so she could see he's gone, and then know to go look for him. I don't know.
Oh, it's quite the theory.
It's a theory.
But if you were a spirit, how could you move the rock? You go through it.
He's God. I don't think it's difficult if it's God.
But he wasn't God. He was the Son of God, who was dead.
Yeah, none of his genes. None of his genes.
He wasn't God.
You know God's everlasting, apparently, so he hasn't died.
No, what you're supposed to come back with is, because of the Holy Trinity, he was God. You're the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. It's all the same entity.
He was the Son of God, and then he died.
It's all the same entity.
I
It
know
is
that.
God.
The Trilogy.
It's the Son of God, and it is God.
So then why are you asking, well, how do you move the stone?
I'm just kidding. I don't believe any of it.
And yet he's celebrating Easter.
No, I'm not.
You're not having the meal?
What?
You're not having a meal?
Oh, of course. I'm not celebrating
Are the
Easter.
kids getting Easter baskets?
Oh, yeah. That has nothing to do with Jesus. Dude, that fucking bunny. You know how many times that bunny's risen? With those fucking
Not celebrating
with those
at all.
Cadbury eggs.
I can't wait to see the pictures of someone on the Easter egg hunt. Who's celebrating Easter?
Are we finding, is that have something to do with Jesus? I'm celebrating the commercial holiday.
I love about the commercial.
I'm celebrating the commercial
I'm all about the
holiday.
commercials.
Yeah, I'm not celebrating Jesus.
I don't believe a word of it, but I'm celebrating all the commercials.
What, that, do you think that stuff has something to do with it?
It doesn't matter. The fact
Are you
that
one of those people that think Santa is Jesus?
I was saying, if you're not going to celebrate, don't do any of that shit.
Why?
Because
It's tradition.
It's not.
I grew up doing it.
There's a. Whatever. Just.
No, I grew up doing it. That doesn't mean I have to think about Jesus as I do it now. I mean, it's a family gets together. Some of them believe it.
Anyway.
You're saying because I give my kids candy.
You
on
enjoy
Sunday,
the Sweet
I'm celebrating
16
a Susie?
on the men and the women's side.
Okay.
Donnybrook's everywhere. And we will return I'll be back Monday. He's going to be back. He'll be back next Wednesday.
I might not be on next Wednesday. Maybe Thursday and Friday.
Friday. Whatever.
Because I think we're going to be coming home Wednesday. We'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out.
But I won't be working that Thursday, so
That'd be nice.
fuck it.
That'd be nice. But until then, you enjoy the games. Opening day. Good luck to your teams tomorrow and this weekend, this first week. And we will give you a first week review of shit, suck, and the puncher's chance.
The puncher's chance bets.
The puncher's chance bets. I think they have a puncher's chance now. But until then, for the other one time, this is the Holiday Question on Roger Mailey Show. Enjoy the holiday. Peace.
I gotta pee.
Speaking of risen.
Man.